I survived and finished from the school. Emphasis on survived because you have to survive that school. I already have like an idea of what I'm doing. Firstly, this is day one of my Christmas challenge where I'll be posting a video every single day for 31 days of the entirety of December. So for today, which is day one, I wanted to I did a video I think 4 days back of how my convocation vlog, so I wanted to just complete have a follow-up of that video where I talk about how I graduated from the University of Benin. It has everything I did, my pointers, my experience there, and what if I have like a second chance, what I'll be doing differently for sure, because obviously it's my first time in any university at all, and the University of Benin as well. So these are like just my general experience of how I survived and finished from the school. Emphasis on survived because you have to survive that school. So let's get right into the video. Also, if you've not subscribed, hit the subscribe button. Please like the video and also comment on your experience in your own respective school, or if you went to Uniben, you're an alumni as well, please comment your experience. So let's get on with the video. Okay, so let's get on with the video. For the reason of this video, I've written some keynotes to help me just get my thoughts in order and make this video as short as possible, although I know it's not going to be that short, but as short as possible. Okay, so first thing was choosing the school. I entered University of Benin, like I gained admission in 2019, but officially entered in 2020. Had COVID break. No, we had a break first. I think the break was it was our sports break. Also, Uniben was supposed to be like the venue for the sports. I think it's like a nationwide thing, so they were like we should go home because we're going to use our school hostel to host the participants of the game and all that. So we had to go home, and then when we were home, we now heard that COVID has come, so we have to like go home again. And I think this now affected all the other schools as well, that we should go home. And that COVID break lasted so long, like it was very, very long. When we came back, we then had strike. It was supposed to finish like last year, but it was extended to 2024. So how did I choose Uniben? Initially, I wasn't supposed to choose Uniben. I wanted to choose University of Port Harcourt or Delta State University. Delta State University because I'm an indigenous. I just felt like it would be easier, and I've never really stayed in Delta State leading up to that point. I still haven't even stayed in Delta State for when I'm from there, so I just wanted to like have that experience and hopefully learn my language from there. But then Uniport was because I just wanted to stay in Port Harcourt. I grew up in Port Harcourt, my parents are there, and I felt like it's just be easier for me. I was very young when I entered school. But then my sister just called me and she was like, you know what, just come and stay with me now. And Uniben is actually a prestigious school, so the course I wanted to go for was law, and I saw like, okay, law is actually better to just study there, you get. So I went there. I traveled after I wrote my WAEC, got my WAEC results, JAMB results, NECO results, and positioned me. I had to just put Uniben because I was like, okay, let me just go there. My sister is there, it's going to be easier for me to just assimilate. So I went there, and as God may have it, I'm finished. Okay, so that's just how I chose the school. Second thing was the general truth. Okay, the general truth on how to survive any school you're going to, especially University of Benin, is just be ready, be alert, and pray. These are three things, because and also prayer, because some kind of situations you find yourself in school, it's literally just God that's going to help you from it. Like there's no other way about it. It's just God that's going to help you. It's just God. So you just have to be like prayerful. I wasn't even that much of a prayerful person. I would say my mom interceded for me a lot because I wasn't like a very prayerful person, but school was very easy for me. Like if I had to put it in a particular word, I would say it was easy. It wasn't as hard, because a lot of people they have like more worse experience in school, but mine, it was like easy. Let me just say easy for me. Okay, so prayerful, be ready for anything, because the more you keep going, like as the levels progress, it becomes harder and harder. When the level was easy. I played a lot in 100 level. So 100 level, it started getting difficult. Like I kept that same energy from 100 level, and I faced the reality in 200 level when my results plummeted to like 4.0 instead of the 4.225 that I had in 100 level. So I knew that, okay, I had to sit up, and I had to sit up in 300 level and 400 level and maintain a good result till I finished. So you just have to be prepared, be ready, and be very alert. Be alert in the sense that danger is all around us. Okay, as much as we want to avoid danger, it sometimes comes to us. So you just have to be very alert wherever you are going to. Even if you want to socialize and all that, be very, very alert. Be aware of your surroundings, because things happen. It's a university, there are a lot of people here. Some people come with agendas that are not similar to yours. Maybe you want to learn, but somebody else might not want to learn, so you have to, the person just has to come and cause trouble. So you have to just be alert of the people you mingle with, alert of the way you talk to lecturers, even down to like how lecturers react to things. You have to be alert about everything, because some lecturers will not tell you that they have you in mind, but from their face sometimes you can see that, oh, this lecturer is not happy, and know how to like follow up with the situation. But just like I'm saying, just be alert of everything. I'm not saying you should be so cautious that you don't want to go anywhere, don't want to do anything, no. But even if you're going out, you're doing something, just be very, very alert. Okay, moving on. I'm going to break my experiences into two, my advices into two. First is going to be the academic aspect, and the second is going to be like the extracurricular aspect. Academic in the sense that these are my advices and how it worked for me academically, and then advices on how extracurricular, because university is two sides. Even when we are graduating, they say somebody who graduated in character and in learning. Character part is the extracurricular part, learning is academic. So it's, you have to balance the two. I know more percent will go to the academic side, which is, I mean, 70%, but that 30% is also very important, because the way you mingle with people, the people you associate with, can also help in your career path in the future, because you can have friends that will make it far in life. Maybe you are still coming up, and those people that just because you were their friend in school, they want to be like, they want to help you, they're most likely to help you. So I would say balance the two. So for academic, we'll start with academic, right? First thing I'll just say is read. I know a lot of people emphasize on that, so I won't talk much on that, but read as much as possible. I'm not saying you should be like a jacker, somebody that is to read, don't do anything, just read. It might not even be just your school notes. I expanded my mind a lot. I read different things, and one thing with me, I'm very akin to like reading ahead, in the sense that I will pick up notes from maybe a 400 level student that's just about to graduate. I was in 100 level. I'll most likely take their 200 level notes, 300 level, and I'll just be reading it. And sometimes I even cite examples from something that has not been taught, because I've read about it, and it gives you more marks. So I'll just say read ahead, read behind, read. Just be reading, as much as you can. Read, okay? It's very important. If it's, maybe you're the kind of person that you have to read as you come back home, except if you don't read like that, you forget. Me, I'm not like that kind of person. I read with like certain time. I can just say, okay, on Saturday I'm just going to read this course. I'm not like, if I come back and read, some people it works for them, some I don't know. So you just find what works for you and read according to that. But the one thing you should not do is wait till like exam to go with. You will suffer, and you may not be able to assimilate and accumulate what you want to accumulate. So it's better to just read ahead. Second thing is past questions are your friend, especially in University of Benin. If you can get, it might not be like the question repeated word to word, but you will not be able to understand the format of how this lecturer sets his or her questions, or how people just set their questions in general. So make sure you can get access to like as much past questions as you can, like as possible. Please get access to so much past questions, because it will help you just read accordingly, because everybody has, the way I will set a question is different from the way you will set a question, you guys watching. So you just have to know that some people just have a particular way they say that. Some people say their questions very hard, sometimes it's easy, but the way you answer it can be hard. So it depends. Read, go to lessons too. That's number 3. Go to lessons. Like if you can see lessons from a past graduate in your department, to be very easy for you. So go to lessons, get to understand. If you go to the lesson, be asking questions, things you didn't really understand in the class. I didn't understand this one, please can you elaborate on this? Those will help you as well. Number 4, be in the middle. This word being in the middle, I have to like expand on that. When I mean being in the middle, in class, a lecturer is asking you a question, or a lecturer is asking you a question in general. Sometimes in my department then, when I was still in school, even in this 400 level, we still had it where a lecturer will ask a question and they will put up a money prize. Like, if you answer this question, someone can answer this question well, I'm going to give that person a prize. Most likely you might not be the person to win it, but then a lecturer takes note of the fact that this person is a brilliant person. This person thinks, okay. Sometimes you might win the prize. I've won a prize before. I think I won 500 naira, there be 300 naira, so I won something like that for all these question and answer, and I used to buy food. So it's just, it helps, it boosts your morale as well, because I feel like, okay, there's an award for when I'm a good student, and also it just helps you to like have that sense of pride, and you feel good about yourself that you are able to answer something like that. That's another thing. Secondly, it just makes you have like a good relationship with the lecturers. So when I'm saying being in the middle means like you should show yourself sometimes, and sometimes you should hide. That's 50 about it. Sometimes when a lecturer asks a question, you can answer, but not every time, so they don't start like this one, and it's not everything you still come out for. Okay, you might be like somebody who is I'm a very extroverted person, I'm also introverted, depending. I'm a middle, I'm an ambivert, in the sense that if your vibe is vibing, I vibe, but if I don't want to vibe with you, I won't vibe with you. So it's like just be in the middle. When I mean be in the middle, try and not be so out. I don't know, don't be so too much, because when people are always, the people I've met in life, they have too much. Try not to be too much. Try to just be okay. I'm not saying you should dim your lights. I'm saying like just know when, like, be able to read the room, right? Sometimes it might be a good time to do something and you do it. Sometimes it's not a good time to do something. You have to know the place and time for things, and that also applies academically. But sometimes you have to show yourself, I know book. But then sometimes you read the room and say that, okay, this is not this place I'm supposed to show that thing, because I might come off as an arrogant student to that lecturer. So it's better for me to just leave. Or maybe a lecturer is saying something, you know that thing that lecturer is saying is wrong. You have to just, sometimes you can speak about, oh sir, this thing, maybe correct him. But then if it's a lecturer that gets easily offended, you know when to just hold your tongue for that moment, because you don't want to have enmity with that lecturer. That's just my advice. So be in the middle. The next thing I would say is be humble. Be humble. This applies to like the earlier advice. Be humble in the sense that try as much as possible to just be mellow. When I was in school, when I just go to, like, I'm just explaining, I would say when I go to school, maybe I want to go and submit an assignment, because I'm usually most likely the leader of my own group. I will just be bendaning, and I'm using pidgin. I'll be bendaning and be kneeling down, greeting. They used to even say it's fake, because I know truly that that's not how I am all the time. But I try to just be humble, even when they're like hyping me up. I'm like, thank you sir, thank you ma'am, because I don't want to sound arrogant. I don't want to seem. Okay, so I had to, like, my phone shut down. But anyways, so what I was saying, be in the middle, be humble. Yes, I was saying to be humble. It's very important to be humble in school. Very, very important. It kind of removes people's eyes from you, and also just makes you feel like a better person, and you become a better person as well. Okay, so next I would just say is do all the work, all the necessary work. You were given an assignment. I tried as much as possible to make sure like I did every single thing I could do. Like, even if it was last minute, like I forgot, I would try and make it. I'll just try and, as much as possible, just try to make it. So it's very important to do all the work, the assignments, write the notes, I don't know, do the group work, try and impute something you get. So that's for the academic. So let's get on with the extracurricular. For me is very important. I don't see people talk enough about how it is important to just try and have like extracurricular activities. I'm going to explain why using my own example and my experiences. So first thing, be cool with many people. I tried as much as possible in my time in school to be very cool with people. I mean, it might seem fake to people, but for me it was just like, I don't have to have issues with these people. That was my thought process whenever I interacted with people. So it's like, let me just be cool with this. Even if I want to have issues with you, like, you're not the best person, Obviously you might have issues, because everybody has issues. I have issues, you have issues, but I just try and like be cordial. That's the word. Be cordial with this person. And what's up? Hey, what's, I'm not your friend, you're not my friend, we're acquaintances. We know as classmates, or we know as schoolmates. We go to the same school, and I see you, greet me, I greet you, I greet you, you greet me. It's just cordial. I try to just be cordial with everybody, and I feel like it works for me, because there were times in school when I would need something. My friend is not going to be the person to help me with that. We know we have limited. Let me just explain what I'm trying to explain, in the sense that, let's say I have 4 friends, right? Or we are 4 friends, because I have 3 friends and we are 4, and we most likely know what the other knows. So like I was explaining, as friends that we are, we most likely just have like the information that the other person already has, in the sense that I just know, we know one thing, okay? Because we're in the same friend group, we most likely go home at the same time, we most likely have like the same friends. So it's unlikely that this person will have an information that's different from what I already know. So that's where knowing other people comes in handy. Not your friends, okay? These people I'm talking about, they're not my friends. They're just people that I'm very cordial and respectful with. I try not to have issues with people. I did have issues with people, okay, but I try to limit that number. Like, that number should be under 10 as much as possible. And even when I had issues with people, I tried to like settle it fast. I'll give you an example. There was a time we were writing exams. I know the person she watching this video should be laughing. The time we were writing exams, and the exam, the way it was then, like, if you come early you can keep seats for your friends, right? I did not come early. So, but I did, the thing used to annoy me, because like I feel like if you come, you sit down. That's how it is. Most times I even keep seat. Somebody will sit down. I can't even tell the person to stand up. I'll be like, that's last now, you know, come early. You get, so let me just keep, I'll try and keep, if the seats work, it works. If it does not work. So that particular day, the girl, she didn't just keep one seat. It wasn't just one seat, it was like a full row of seats. I looked at this girl, like, I want to sit down in just 2 of the seats, like just 1, 2. That's 1 seat. She said, you know, that she kept it for her friend. I was like, you cannot keep a full. Okay, this one call, I kept to myself. This one call, I kept to my. I was like, no, you can't keep. And this girl I'm talking to, she's talking about, she's very small, and I was like, no, you can't keep these seats for this your friends. Like, people have to sit down in these seats. And she said she has already kept it for her friends, I should have come early now. I'm like, I'm going to sit down here, there's nothing you're going to do about it, because at least I'm not even talking about the full seats, I'm just talking about this party. So like, shout, and I got angry, because I was very angry that day, and I sparked, and I just started talking. My friends were very surprised that Ochuku can argue like that. I'm like, yeah, I can argue. I just try not to argue with people. I try not to like argue. And after that day, after the exam, I just sat down to myself, like, no, I'm not supposed to do this. This is not the way I am. And I reached out to her, and we settled. That's just the kind of person I am. So I just tried to be cool, because that girl also gave me information when it was necessary. So I look at it like, we help each other. Nobody's an island, even down to having friends. No friend group is an island. You will still need people. So try to be cordial with everybody. That's just the advice. Next is, keep your circle small. Be cordial, but keep your circle small. Not everybody should know everything about you. These acquaintances you are cool with should just know surface level things. What you're telling them should be something that everybody can know, in the sense that Jacinta is my friend. I'm giving an example. Jacinta is my friend, but then I'm cordial with Rosemary. Rosemary will know surface level things, like, oh yeah, I wanted to come for law, but they gave me linguistics. That's something that most people can know. You already even know it. It's just an information. But then when it comes to like deeper things, like, oh, something happened to my mom or something, that's something you should keep to like your very close friends. That's an example. Then show up for the necessary things. This is also an extracurricular like advice, in the sense that try and be available for most things, not everything, but the necessary things, because that picnic, or that class get together might be your ticket to getting a good job in the future, might be your ticket to getting a good husband, might be your ticket to getting yourself out of this country. You may never know. You don't know whether your friend is going to end up, you don't know whether your friend is going to be. I'm having another call. And show up for the necessary things. Try and show up for like the most necessary things, okay? Because you don't know if that place you are coming to is going to be like the ticket to get out of certain things, or even get opportunities that you may not have gotten if you didn't know the person. So that's just my advice. Next thing I would say is make diverse friendship. That's like the last advice I'm going to give extracurricular for like extracurricular things. Make diverse friendships, in the sense that you can have your school friends, okay? You can have your course mates friends, school friends, however you want to call it. These friends are going to help you in school. These friends are going to help you when you cannot meet up for a class and you may need that attendance. Maybe you are very sick. These are the friends that are going to come through for you. These are the friends that are going to let you know that, oh, we have to finish this exam, or we have to read for that test, and you didn't even know that there was a test coming up. Maybe crossed your mind. These are the friends that are going to remind you. These are the friends that are going to be with you during exams when you don't remember an answer to a question you want to really answer badly. These are the friends that are going to come through for you. Then you have home friends. These are friends that are from the place you stay, okay? That's your housing in school. These are friends that can help you. Maybe you left your tap on, they can off it for you. These are like, that's what I'm saying, having diverse. I'm not saying diverse in terms of skin color, you can also have that, but most, like, in terms of use, okay, in terms of where they come from and what they can do for you and what you can do for them, right? I have friends from my home, like where I stay, my hostel. I have friends from school. These are my tight friends anyways. I also have friends from work. When I went to learn how to sew, if you watch my vlog, you'll see that. So just have diverse friendships, because these friends come in handy in different aspects of life. So these are my advice. This was how I survived uni, and also how I graduated. I graduated last week, which was Friday. My experience in uni was so amazing. It was a lot. When I came, I was expecting like to suffer and suffer and suffer, but I think the two things that really helped me was I had a sister who was already here. She already just experienced the hard part of uni, and was like, you have to do this, you have to do that, so you can get this and get that. So I owe most of my accomplishments in the school, because I also got my little accomplishment, but I owe most of my accomplishments to her. She's just the most wonderful human being. And also I would owe it to my mom and my dad, and also God, because they have to come through for me. Because there were times when I just thought I wasn't going to graduate from this school, but God came through. So Uniben is a very good school. I would advise anybody to come to Uniben. I think they don't longer strike as they used to, and it's always faster, like 3 semesters in a year. So you are for sure going to graduate when you were supposed to graduate. So that's my experience in Uniben. Like I said when I started this video, let me know in the comment section. If you're an alumni of Uniben, say hi in the comments. If you also have graduated, don't forget to state your experiences in the comments of like how, like, your experience in that school was, so that somebody that wants to go to your school will be either empowered to want to go or stay clear from it. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button, like and comment. I'm trying to get this account to 1,000 views, and I hope to see you tomorrow in tomorrow's video. Goodbye.